over here doing laundry, my favorite thing to do, not. But I actually want to talk about something, and that is manifesting, bringing things into our reality. It's something I talk about all the time in my TikTok lives, but I'm trying to catch up on my YouTube videos now. Trying to be a little bit more consistent. So we're going to chat about bringing things into our reality and how I was able to, get the van that I have right now and live full time as a psychic medium and just be comfortable. So, and that's the most recent manifestation that I have, that I've asked for at least. So let's just talk about the overall step-by-step procedure. No fluff, no gatekeeping. I'm just gonna tell you exactly what I did. The very first thing I did was I realized that the only reason I didn't believe that I could have the things that I wanted and the belief system that I wanted in my life is because of limited beliefs. And those limited beliefs are a reflection of how much I love myself. I wanna repeat that. If you have limited beliefs, meaning that if you believe that you are not worthy and that you are not enough right this very second, enough to have the things that you want, then it's because of your lack of self-love in every version of you that's ever existed. Every version of you that's ever existed. The 16-year-old, the 25-year-old, however old you were when you made mistakes that you shouldn't have made, you have to love her, him, them, whatever it is. You have to love them, because in loving every version, you're making way for the new version, the version that you want to become, to come into this reality. And that version has all the things that you could ever dream of. That version doesn't limit themselves. That version isn't resisting change, isn't resisting what the plans of the universe, isn't resisting the plans that the universe has for them, that God has for them, right? So again, very first thing is self-love. And realizing that you might have limited beliefs. So now that you're aware of it, sometimes, I'll be honest with you, just a side note here, sometimes the awareness alone is enough for some of us, but sometimes we gotta do a little bit more work. So how do we move past that? How do we take that information and actually build on it, right? If the foundation is self-love. Now, I used to say you have to go back in your past and review all the major things that have happened, blah, 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 blah. I don't believe you have to do any of that. What's most important is who you wanna become today. And how can you become a pretender? How can you start moving into the avatar that you see yourself as? The identity that was created by all the things that you've gone through in your past, all the experiences that you've ever had, the identity that was created, what you want to do is change it to something else. So, who do you want to be? Get clear on that. Focus on your intentions. Intention simply means your why. Intention also means, and it forces you to be honest with yourself. You can't hide from your intentions. You can't hide from that version of you that is screaming on the inside saying, yes, this is what I want people to believe, but this is who I truly am. So, again, the how is learning who you want to be and what steps you can take to make that happen. And it depends on the person, I'll be honest with you, that's why I can't really go too much into it. But this is what I do when I work with people, by the way, is I focus on what I can intuitively read from them, what their spirit guides are saying, my arm's getting tired, what their spirit guides are saying, and also what I'm seeing, what they're telling me, the information they're giving me. So anyways, the second thing is, let's see, I would say the second thing is a practice. And if you listen to my other videos or see me on TikTok, I like to kind of interchange the steps. It just depends on what comes up in that moment, what I feel like needs to come up. Right now, what needs to come up is the practice, and how a lot of us, we wake up, we pick up our phones and we start scrolling. But the most important thing that you have to realize is that your day and how you set your day is based on the vibration that you wake up in, right? The vibration that you wake up with, I mean. So if you pick up your phone and you're scrolling and all of a sudden now those feelings of jealousy, resentment, anger, jealousy, all those emotions come up, those low vibrational emotions come up, right? Because it's a scale. Low vibration, high vibration. High vibration is obviously positive stuff. I'm not going to go through the list. But what you want to do the second you open your eyes, not even that, before you even open your eyes, you want to start thinking about your day and what you have planned, what you get to do. Not what you have to do, but what you get to do. Again, starting the day with intention, positive intention. Being grateful for not just the things that you have, but the mindset, your current theme of awareness. That voice in the back of your mind that has you questioning everything that got you watching this video. that part of you, that small part of you that's growing and evolving every time you make a decision based on your current theme of consciousness, is a voice that's going to continue being in the back of your mind, coaching you and guiding you throughout this life process, spiritual journey, right? So again, you wake up in the morning, and do not touch your phone, okay? And if you need to touch your phone because there's a YouTube video you want to play in the background, like frequency music or something, that's fine, but don't get caught up in the scrolling and the notifications that you got overnight. Close your eyes, breathe, and you could say commandments. When you're manifesting, you can ask. I would rather not you ask, I'll be honest with you. I stopped doing that, and when I started making commandments, that's when everything started coming into my reality, because I realized how the power that I possess, the power that we all possess. So you're gonna make commandments. We're not gonna ask permission anymore. We're done, we're past that, we've moved past that. So the second thing is making sure that you're holding space for yourself throughout the day. Yes, you might have children and responsibilities, and maybe your work schedules, you got 3 jobs, whatever. You got a bunch of different excuses, right? There's no excuse not to hold at least 10 minutes of space for yourself once every single day, to be present, to self-reflect, to pay attention to the emotions that are flowing through your mind when you do, and not judge them, right? What happens when you do this is you make room for messages from our astral team, from your spirit guides, your soul family, whatever you want to call it, so that you can receive the messages that you need to receive to guide you in your life. You cannot receive them if your mind is muddled with distractions and what you need to do tomorrow, okay? So I think I was doing steps. I'm actually going to completely get rid of steps. I'm just going to go and continue this video based on just 100% intuition, whatever comes up, right? I want to say this is super, super important. You have to become a vibrational match to what you want, or else you will never see it, because you have it. You have it in another timeline, in another life you have it, but you don't see it in this reality because your eyes are closed, and your eyes are closed because you have those limited beliefs, because you don't love yourself, because you're not intentional when you wake up in the morning, because you are so fearful about what people think about you, that you're living a life that isn't even honest. You don't even know who you are. And I'm calling someone out. Someone needed to see this video. I don't know who it is, but someone needed to see this video. And I swear to you, I'm calling you out of love, not judgment. Out of love, not judgment, okay? It's hot in here. So if you are resonating with this message, the first thing I want to tell you is that the most important thing is realizing the amount of power that you possess, but also the amount of power that you don't possess. If you cannot meet the universe, God, halfway and become a vibrational match to what you want by thinking of love and acting out of authenticity in all things, you know, peace, everything, all these great, beautiful, love and light words, right? If you can't do that, then you're not going to see what you want, and you're not going to become who you want to be. Okay, so if anything resonated, anything I just said, connect with me. I do private readings, 20 minutes, 45, and just recently 90 minutes. I also have a partner who is a psychic medium as well, and we do a program together, 2 whole hours with us, to teach you how to do everything I just said, as well as strengthening your own divine senses, aka psychic abilities. I call them divine senses because we were born with them, because they are part of the God frequency, which means that they are part of our divinity. They're divine senses, spiritual senses, paired with the ones that we use on a daily basis. And I pointed at my eye there for a second because it's seeing, you know, hearing, feeling, et cetera, but they're spiritual versions. So I have someone coming in right now. I'm going to go ahead and end this video, and I just want to say I love you. If you want any more information, click the link in the bio, or actually go to my description.